Currency Barometer histogram shows the momentum values from numerical dashboard as lines. Here is one on the left, the right is corresponding currency pair and its price action in MetaTrader. We turned off other currency lines on the histogram as we are now interested only in these two. What can you notice from this example? The lines on the histogram are not identical to the trend line the price action is plotting right now. As said in previous videos, the histogram plots the momentum values of one single currency and not the trend of the currency pair or even a single currency for that matter. However, there is a correlation between movement on the left and the right. It looks like a momentum measured on the histogram triggers a reaction on the MetaTrader chart. To predict the trend of the currency pair in MetaTrader, you not only need to take into consideration the momentum of each currency in the pair, but also a number of other factors such as market volatility, interfering news events, etc. As a beginner, you should first practice by turning on and off the lines on the histogram like this. Leave only lines that make up a particular currency pair, the one you are paying attention to in your MetaTrader. There are 4 possible scenarios how the movement of the currency lines affects the movement of the price action in MetaTrader chart. This is a Canadian dollar-Japanese yen currency pair. Canadian dollar is represented by green line and Japanese yen is yellow line on the histogram. The lines hang around the value of 50. They usually range between the values of 40 and 60, but never goes beyond the values of 30 and 70. On the MetaTrader chart, this plays out as a ranging trend line without any significant movement. This often happens during the off-peak hours of the market or when the volatility is low. You should not trade the pair whose lines are just hanging around the middle of the histogram or during the slow market period. We have Euro-US dollar. Euro is aqua blue colored line and US dollar is white. The lines are both going upwards or downwards, but they do so in tandem. In this example they are going upwards, and what happens is that in MetaTrader chart we see that the price action is just ranging. Market is going sideways. This happens because the momentums cancel each other out, the euro is extending, but the US dollar is following it closely. Traders feel that the both currencies should be valued higher or lower, and the orders for buy and sell just cancels each other out. When conditions like this occur, you better find another pair for trading or do not trade at all. Again, we are watching the Canadian dollar-Japanese yen pair. We see Canadian dollar line in green and Japanese yen in yellow color. In this example, Canadian dollar line hangs around the middle of the histogram, while yellow Japanese yen line extends downwards. Since Japanese yen is the cross currency in this pair, the pair is moving upwards in the MetaTrader terminal even though the Canadian line is not extending upwards. Momentum of only one currency is enough to trigger the significant market move. This is a valid scenario for trading. We have British pound Japanese yen currency pair. British pound line is brown, Japanese yen is yellow. At some point, the lines start to diverge and extend to the opposite directions very fast. This indicates that on the market, traders are right now feeling that the value of British pound should be higher and simultaneously the value of Japanese yen should be lower. On the MetaTrader terminal chart, you see here a strong move upwards. Since the British pound is the base currency on the pair and Japanese yen is the cross currency, the whole pair moves upwards. This is a perfect scenario for counter-trend trade, since both lines are expected to retrace to the middle of the histogram fast. The line of interest may belong either to the base or the cross currency in a Forex currency pair. Currency pairs on the market are agreed upon. There are no reversed pairs as there is no need for it. The value of other currency is automatically degraded or increased. Be extra careful whether you want to buy or sell the currency pair, especially so if you are a counter-trend trader and by nature you are opening the trade against the trend. Don't worry if all this is complicated to you, you just need to understand the movement of the lines and what type of transaction you need to open when trading. During the trading day, a quick glance at the histogram from time to time is enough to determine the market conditions. As soon as something happens on the market, you will see the lines go crazy, and this is your signal to react.